Well, this just in, curbing silly deductions will not fly. If Republicans thought there was wiggle room in the White House's tax position, no less than Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner put that to rest.
Rates and revenues, tax rates, tax rates, tax rates, tax rates. Rates go up, higher rates, rates, tax rate increases, tax rates, higher rates, rates are going to have to go up, tax rates, raising rates, rates and revenues, tax rates going up.
All right, we're going to have a quiz here. What was he saying a lot? Well, Dan Mitchell, I guess that's the administration's way of saying hike rates or just take a hike, right?
I think the president has locked himself into a very dogmatic ideological position. And Tim Geithner, who, of course, is famous for not paying some of his taxes, he probably doesn't care. And he's perfectly happy to carry White House water on Capitol Hill and onto the TV shows. And this really is a big fight.
But this is the first time that anyone in the administration was so unequivocal about it. Remember at the president's press conference, he kind of left open the best. If you can get me a like amount of revenue from limiting deductions, I'm paraphrasing here and not accurately entirely here, then he might be open to it. But now this is his Treasury Secretary, his chief negotiator, saying, no, it's rates or bust, I guess, right?
Presumably, the White House communications people made an explicit decision, go out there and emphasize rates. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen them. It's like Tourette's, tax rates, tax rates, tax rates. That's all they want.
But did it imply in tax rates that it has to go up to the Clinton-era tax rates? Or you remember this middle ground that they were sort of rumoring last week? Maybe not 39.6 is the top rate, but mid-30s. Regardless, you think the rate will change and that will be the end result?
I'm very pessimistic, both in the short run and the long run. In the long run, we'll be Greece. In the short run, I think tax rates will go up, even though there's no reason why they should. All we have to do to balance the budget within 10 years is just limit the growth of spending to 2.5% a year on average. This whole fight is about taxes going up so that spending can go up, but that's a game of leapfrog where the tax frog never catches the spending frog. And where do we wind up at the end of the day? With more debt, a weaker economy. The roadmap is in Greece. We see it in Italy, we see it in Spain, we see it all over Europe, and yet this president thinks you can tax and spend your way to prosperity. It's just not
One of the things the administration throws back on that issue is take a look at Italy and Greece. Austerity has worked wonders for them. So you say what?
Well, they have this very strange definition. Austerity to them means higher taxes in Europe. In the U.S., austerity means less spending. I'm in favor of the right definition of austerity. As a matter of fact, the Baltic countries, like Estonia, they actually got out of the mess, and now they're doing very well economically because they cut, not just cut spending in the Washington sense of increasing it at a slower rate.
Right.
They actually spent less one year after the other, and now they're out of the trouble. So if you understand the right definition of austerity, it's the way to go. The problem is, in most of Europe, it simply means higher taxes. Obama wants to give us the bad part of European austerity without the good part.
Dan, thank you very, very much. Dan's point is